water damaged basement in Prince George's County, Maryland. It's Sunday night. Thanks for being here. See that sun set down. Don't leave the avenue. See that boy walk into town. Watch him lead on through. I've been running, I've been looking, I've been dodging the wind. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. Every city I've found, every place that I get tries to blow me around. They ain't blown me down yet. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. Call that boy by his name. Smile as he turns and he waves. Don't you shed a tear as he walks away from here. He can come, but he ain't known to stay. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. Every city I found, every place that I get tries to blow me around. They ain't blown me down yet. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. By the window, look at the moon. Winter is coming on soon. When you think of the kid who left when he did, he too will be thinking of you. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. Every city I've found, every place that I get tries to blow me around. They ain't blown me down yet. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. I've been running, I've been ducking, I've been dodging the wind. Thank you. Don't take everything they say to heart. Don't pick every unkind word apart. It's a brave new world, but some things still hold true. The seasons change and people change their tune. 'Cause they don't know beauty just the costume, no music, just the volume. Stay and dance with just who brought you. When the lights come up, baby, nothing else remains. So grab that waiting wheel and set your course. Let the chorus waver back and forth. It's you alone knows where the greatness lies. So meet their doubtful gazes eye to eye. You say you don't know beauty, just the costume, don't know music, just the volume. Stay and dance with just who brought you. Stay and dance with just who brought you. Stay and dance with just who brought you. When the lights come up, baby, nothing else remains. When the lights come up, baby, nothing else remains. Thank you. Thank you for being here for Sunday Songs. I appreciate you. Whether this is your very first show or whether this is your 72nd show. Thanks for being here tonight. If you've never been here before, here's how it works. I'm going to play a bunch of tunes that I feel like playing of my own, maybe a cover or two, bunch of tunes on the guitar, some tunes on the piano via our proprietary 2-camera technology here at Sunday Songs. Then we'll read a poem for Soft Boy Poem Corner, and then I'll take some requests and questions in the live chat at the end of the show. So we always love it when you let us know in the live chat where you're watching from tonight. So let us know where you're watching from. I'm going to check that out after this tune here. This is a song off of my last like full-length-ish record. All my records are pretty short. But if there was going to be one that was a full-length album that you would call my last one, it's called The Flooding Color. And here's a tune off that. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I start this tune, I should tell you that we're going to have a contest later in the night, sponsored by one of our viewers, Jason Harper. Are you in the room tonight? Yes. Here we go. So Jason's here. There we go. It wasn't showing up there. Jason's here. Jason has sponsored a contest tonight, a merch giveaway contest, of which I'll let you know all about after a few tunes here. But this is going to be a good one, and it's for a great. It is for a great item to win. So stay tuned if you want to be a part of this contest later tonight. This is a tune off The Flooding Color. I woke up after breakfast. I left her bedroom late. The streets were filled with strangers, half expecting a parade. I never saw it coming as the first applause began. Then the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Silver on my fingers, sugar on my tongue. My father stood behind me and he asked what I'd become. I said I speak a language that you'll never understand. Then the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Blues came down, blues came down. They say that truth and justice must be their own reward. I grew rich pretending while the honest all went poor. Don't you play dumb about it when you're on that witness stand. While the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Yeah, the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Thank you. That's off the Flooding Color. Here's the title track off that record. Clap of lightning, I awakened to a foot of water standing in my basement. It started rising, it took me under. The flood is coming. This is not history in black and white now. In a perfect storm there isn't any high ground. The end of childhood, the end of summer, the flood in color. They tried to warn me, I wouldn't listen. And now all at once I'm drowning in my kitchen. My legs broken from treading water. The flood is coming, the flood is coming. I tried to bargain, I tried to reason. But the sky was deaf, the rain was never ceasing. It's not some cheap bed I can cover. The flood in color, the flood in color. So listen close now, I was dead wrong to think that things could work themselves out in the long run. Pay attention, heed the thunder, the flood is coming, the flood in color. Thank you. Let's see where you guys are watching the show from tonight. Boom. Let's see. Sorry I missed you the last 2 weeks. Looking forward to tonight. Ralphie from Port Arthur checking in. Thanks for checking in, Ralphie. I appreciate you. Erica and Henry are back after a trip. Welcome back, guys. How you doing? My man Phil, as always, is here. He's celebrating. You'd like to hear If Still It Can't Be Found on the Piano for your date anniversary. You got it, man. You absolutely got it when I head over to that piano can. Ben is checking us out from Winnemac, Indiana. Jason is, I guess, watching from Palm Beach tonight. All right, right on. Getting some sun. I feel you, Jason. I'm going to explain our contest here in just a second. Christine, as always, is joining us from Milwaukee. Oh, Henry, I guess you came to my gig on Friday night. I was playing in New Jersey. We heard lots of folks singing all the lyrics to your songs at the Crossroads gig. That was a fun gig at the Crossroads in Jersey. I was opening for my friend Dave Haas, and it was a really weird vibe between definitely a lot of people that listen to punk music, but then also a Sopranos vibe in New Jersey. I don't know if you will agree with me on that or not. Was that bigoted for me to say that? I don't know, but that was what I took away from it. Phil says, my 5-year-old son and 7-year-old daughter have been listening to you since they were born. Cruising off-road on our redneck golf cart in Alabama. You've been part of their childhood. Thanks for the memories. My pleasure. I wish I was on a golf cart in Alabama cruising around right now. That sounds like fun. There you go. And Brian says, hey, I like the episode of The Working Songwriter with Dave Hawes, who I just played with. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so listen. We're going to have a contest tonight. First, I'll tell you what you can win for the contest. Our friend and regular listener, Jason Harper, has I was about to say threatened to sponsor this, but he has offered to sponsor this. This is not a threat in any way, shape, or form. You could win. Here's what you could win. Right now, up in my merch store, I have handwritten lyrics for sale. You can go to joepugmusic.com, click on here, and I'll write you out whatever one of my songs you'd like. I'll personalize it. I'll set it in an awesome frame, a beautiful box, some nice wrapping paper, and I'll send it your way. So that's what you could win tonight. It's on the pricier end of gifts because it's bespoke. But Jason's going to pick up the tab for you. So here's the contest for tonight in the live chat. How can I put this? What we're looking for in the live chat throughout the course of the night would be most stereotypical Joe Pug album name that hasn't happened yet. So basically, the name of one of my albums in the future, whereupon if you read the name of this album when it was announced, you'd be like, that is the most stereotypical Joe Pug name for an album that I've ever heard in my entire life. The kind of album name where you're like, yeah, that's exactly what I expected. So please, that's the best one of these, the funniest one of these will win a set of handwritten lyrics from our friend Jason Harper. This contest will be going on throughout the remainder of the night. We'll choose a winner at the end, but I think this will be a good one. Here's a tune. This is the title track. This is the title track from, hold on. There she blows. This is the title track from my first album. Across from the prison and beside the Great Lake, below the rooftops and above the highway, the spirits parent on the basements they haunt. And the painters just draw pictures of the things that they want. I cook my dinner on the blacktop street. I come from the nation of heat. Outside the train station there's a bold painted sign. It says try to be patient, don't forget to choose sides. We got the loudest explosions you ever heard. We got $2 soldiers and $10 words. If I didn't own boots I wouldn't need feet. I come from the nation of heat. So swift and so vicious are the carnival rides. In the carnival barker we hear your name for a bribe. We got billboards full of Japanese cars. It ain't rare to hear the streetlights call themselves stars. The more that I learn, the more that I cheat. I come from the nation of heat. I've seen skeleton mothers and hungry folks across the street from the kitchens that cook dinners and roast. Sometimes you hear whispers by the dark of the moon. Yet we promised too much and gave it too soon. Even our coughs and our fevers compete. I come from the nation of heat. Blackened borders with smiles, our immigrant sons. We measure loneliness in miles and misery in tons. Here's a straw-headed man rowing away from the shore. He says it's a shame they don't let you have slaves here anymore. I'm the ugliest man that you'll ever meet. I come from the nation of heat. Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys coming up with some good answers there in the live chat. I can't wait to check them out. I'm going to play one more tune off of that first album. This song is called "Call It What You Will." Silver cans and bronze-colored dirt. Silver cans and bronze-colored dirt. Things end so soon, 'neath the parking lot moon. Silver cans and bronze-colored dirt. She's said, let's call it quits. Let's not call it the end of the world. Call it what you will. I'm heartbroken still. Words are just words. Road south on I-95. Road south on I-95. Forget what you're told, it's bound to get cold. Ah, there's road south on I-95. I caused a dead disaster. She calls it December the 3rd. Call it what you will. I'm heartbroken still. Words are just words. On a brief and star-stricken night. On a brief and star-stricken night. I called her name on the road from Spokane. On a brief and star-stricken night. I hear blue heron crying. Some folks just call it a bird. Call it what you will. I'm heartbroken still. Words are just words. Some call an end a beginning, but for right now they'll go unheard. Call it what you will. I'm heartbroken still. Words are just words. Thank you. All right, let's get to some of these stereotypical album names. Why don't we? What do you guys got? Let's see. Album name. Now I Work in a Bank. It hasn't gotten that bad for me yet. Sad Boy Hymns. Not too far. That's in the right direction, I feel like, John. All right. From a Waterstein Basement. I mean, if I was doing like a Sunday Songs live album, possibly. Regrets Poetry and Back Roads. Kind of a John Denver vibe. Live from the Basement. I'm feeling you. Okay, see this? I think this is funny because it's kind of taking the piss out of me here. Contest entry, Left-Handed Hammers. There you go. James, I like that there. That's an early favorite, James. You should stick around for the rest of the show here, James, because that's a good one. Caden's got Old Chicago Road, maybe. I don't know what the Great Muddy Snowflakes. I don't know what that's about. Shapnet. All right, keep those coming. Those are great. I'm gonna head on over to via the magic of our proprietary 2-camera technology. I'm gonna go over and play a few tunes on the piano. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Pretty sure you can see me. Hey, yeah. This is a tune. It sounds like Phil One of our regular viewers here is celebrating a date-anniversary with his special someone, and he requested this song. This is a song called "If Still It Can't Be Found." There's a road I have known I could always find. If I walked ahead, I could look behind. If I fell behind, I could always know. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. There's a hand I have known I could always hold, through the night so long, through the day so fair. If I lost my grip, I would not despair. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. So I keep walking on and often. You can hear the echoes of my steps. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. If still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. There's a road I have known I could always find. Happy date anniversary, Phil and company. I've been waiting all night for you to look my way. I've been playing with a fire that I can't explain. And I know that you're here with him, with the necklace and the feeling that you can't deny. He drives a dark car, no heart, rebel with a gold card. I'm here waiting on a crescent bridge. She's a true bright, bright side, Mama makes her brown eyes. I'm here waiting on a crescent bridge. You can redirect the river, you can catch the rain. You can build yourself a palace on a fruited plain. And I know you can touch the moon. stomach's always empty with a silver spoon. He drives a dark car, no hard rebel with a gold card. I'm here waiting on the crescent bridge. She's a true bride, red side, purple lips and brown eyes. I'm here waiting on the crescent bridge. Piano cam, man. All right, did we get any other good entries for our... So in case you're just joining us, we have a contest going on tonight, sponsored by one of our regular viewers, Jason Harper. You could win this. You could win a set of custom handwritten lyrics to any one of my songs, personalized, framed, boxed, sent to your house, brought to you by our friend Jason Harper. All you have to do is win our contest by coming up with the most stereotypical name for one of my future albums that you could possibly imagine. Like if you heard this name announced as the name of my new album, you just say to yourself, yeah, that's about right. Yep, that is definitely the name of the new Pug album. So that's what we're looking for. Let's see. I'd say that the closest entry that we've gotten so far has been Left-Handed Hammers. I think that was by our friend, I think his name is James Murphy. That's the closest one. Henry says Nation of Dry Rub. All right, there we go. There we go. The Cut Man, very dark. Henry, all the hymns. This is the mediocre epithetic. Something like that. That's close. This is pretty good. This is from one of my tunes in the past, I think. When the harvest comes too soon. Is that from one of my songs? See, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. I think right now it's Michael and James duking it out. I think it's either Left-Handed Hammers or When the Harvest Comes Too Soon. All right, it's time for America's favorite time to cry, Soft Boy Poem Corner. One of our regular viewers, Lauren Case, sent me a collection of some of her favorite poetry by a Maryland poet named Kathy Mangan. And I found a beautiful poem in there that I'd like to read to you for this Soft Boy Poem Corner. It is entitled, Above the Tree Line. Only the tenacious reach this summit cone, scoured to stone by eons of wind and rain, that I have climbed to this day in my own time, trying to surmount something human. I intended to carry only what I could bear with ease, yet I've hauled my tethered heart 1/2 mile straight up through the densities of sun-doused birches, fountains of ferns that swept my knees, clasped evergreens, then scrambled over palm-rasping rocks, past stunted pine and scrub and chalky, anonymous berry bushes, up to the gray, pocked surface of this enormous glacial brain, in whose corrugations thistle and lichen sprout. Strangely, seeing birds circling overhead, I don't yearn for flight or any fanciful freedom. The world below is mine, though ruthless. I lean into the breeze sweeping 75 miles from the sea, anchored by an earthly sorrow, rooted in grief, the ground that will never give away. You're doing all right if you can read a poem, if you can write a poem like that. Thank you, Lauren, for sending me that beautiful collection of poems. All right, I'm going to take, we'll keep this contest going of stereotypical names. I would say definitely our two front runners are Left-Handed Hammers or When the Harvest Comes Too Soon. You guys are really kind of taking the piss out of me there for my sometimes pretentious names of albums. I'll also take I'll take requests at this point as well. I'd love to play. This is just too dark. I would never enter the 36 chambers of sadness. I mean, come on, Brian. I'm not that dark. Ben's got overpriced Narragansett. Maybe if it was like a concept album. All right. I'm going to play you some more tunes here. I'll look for, along with these, I'll give you a few more songs here while you guys are mulling over these titles. Okay, so this was from one of my songs. Okay. I've been writing songs for a long time, man. So sometimes I don't remember. Okay. Mike, I got to stay and dance at the start of the show. So if you rewind later tonight, you can catch that earlier in the show. All right. Here's a tune off The Flood and Killer. The night's so long, you can almost hear it groan. The night's so long, you can almost hear it groan. And we walk so far that our shadows turn to stone. It was a wretched room, but we hung up Christmas lights. It was a wretched room, but we hung up Christmas lights. And the girls played house while the neighbors froze outside. Brace yourself for the letdown. The Holy Ghost with his hands out. No peace on earth is cheaply found. Do you see my colors now? She had long black hair and you bought everything she sold. Well, she had long black hair and you bought everything she sold. And she taught you the fine points of doing just as you were told. Brace yourself for the letdown. The Holy Ghost with his hands out. No peace on earth is cheaply found. Do you see my colors now? Do you see my colors now? Thank you very much. What else do you guys want to hear tonight? Are there any other good titles that you guys like? You want to upvote something? Beyond the Rainfall. That's kind of pretentious. I could see a younger me doing that. The Great Repriser. Okay, we got a couple votes for Messenger. We can get into that for sure. Let's do Messenger. I think I played this one recently, but I don't play it a ton, so it'd be my pleasure. Oh, she's a messenger with body, board, and bear. You've always been a gentleman, but tonight you can't help but stare. And your senses have been soaked. It must be more than smoke floating on the air. Oh, she's a messenger if she knows she doesn't care. Oh, she's a messenger, and slowly from within her message has been amplified and written on your skin. And despite what you maintain, she drives you like a train. Here she comes again. Oh, she's a messenger. Where you going? Where you been? In all the amber lantern lights reside upon her path tonight. The stars have long decided where she'll go. There is no chance to grasp or guide the ebbs and rains, the terrible tide. The stars have long decided where she'll go. She's a get you in the morning. She's a long season. Oh, she's a messenger tonight. You drove your truck to Michigan, but you couldn't beat the rain. You registered a motel, but you didn't use your name. And the audience applauds on the TV down the hall. You wonder what they say. Oh, she's a messenger who sings a sad refrain. Oh, thank you for the request. There's just some really bizarre ones. Shapnet, you are off from the top rope. Harvest of children. What do you think of me, Shapnet? Oh my God. Okay, Christopher Wilson, our resident bookkeeper, is saying, hey, what about Moonlight of Your Room? Because we've only played it once this year. You got it, man. You absolutely got it. All right, I'm going to play this tune, and then we're going to choose a winner after this song. It's definitely not going to be Harvest of Children. I'm just going to... I'll spare you the surprise there. You don't have to love me to prove yourself right. People can change, that don't mean that you lied. I'm broken in half, but I sleep the night through. Instead of standing guard in the moonlight of your room, I followed your footsteps, they led to St. Paul. Yeah, I taught you to smoke and you taught me to call. And I bought you a ring, but you thought it too soon. And then I turned to stone in the moonlight of your room. The street lights are golden on my empty hands. What makes a good boy don't quite make him a man. And these chains look so weak in the late afternoon, but they hold me fast in the moonlight of your room. Yeah, they hold me fast in the moonlight of your room. There we go. We got it twice in 1 year, Christopher. Okay, we're going to choose a winner here for our competition. If you're just joining us, we're having a competition for a set of handwritten lyrics, sponsored by my friend Jason Harper. And we're looking for the most stereotypical name for a Joe Pug album that hasn't come out yet. Some of them are really weird, like Harvest of Children. This one too, pretty strange. And I just wonder what you think of me, David. Triumph of the Hobo. I try to keep it together here. Children's Harvest. All right. Rewritten Truth. Okay, I'm going to call it, guys. I'm going to say my favorite entry was from James, I believe James Murphy with Left-Handed Hammers. I think that's really funny. So you got it. James, here's all you got to do. Just email help@joepugmusic.com or go to just joepugmusic.com, go to the contact page. You'll see that address there. Drop me a line with your address and the song that you'd like and the personalization that you'd like on it, and we got you. I'm going to play one more tune for you guys here tonight. I have a pretty significant announcement for you tonight. Next week's Sunday Songs is going to be, I think, the last Sunday Songs for until I don't know when, for the foreseeable future. I'm going to put Sunday Songs on a hiatus, an indefinite hiatus. I need some time to recharge creatively and bring you guys a different thing. I think I'm going to keep on live streaming in some capacity going forward. This will always be something that I'm going to do, but we're going to take a break for a while with Sunday Songs, and I'm going to try to mine some precious metal in the earth and bring it back to you when I come back. So I'll speak a bit more next week on what Sunday Songs has meant to me for the last 74 weeks, because it's meant a lot. I'll leave that till next week. But suffice it to say, I hope to see you next week for the final, this will at least be the final Sunday Songs of this first iteration, the first pandemic iteration. And that is, that's very significant for me because this has meant a lot to me. All right, I'm going to leave you with this tune here off of my first record. I am the day, I am the dawn, I am the darkness coming on. And I'm once, I am twice, I am the whole, I'm just a slice. Some call me gone, some call me here, none are wrong, none are near. I am right now, I am back then, I will return, don't ask me when. I am the disappointed kiss, I am the unexpected harvest. I am the old Kentucky home, I am the son who runs the farthest. I have done wrong, I will do wrong, there's nothing wrong with doing wrong. And I'm faith, I am belief, except for when I'm not. I am the teeth of champions, I am rust and water rot. And I'm sleep, I'm breathing, I'm the missing of the passing seasons. I am the brush, I am the strokes, I'm sickness come to the best of folks. I am renewed, I am just made, I am unchanged. I'm a pasture fenced about the edge, I am Dakota thunder raging. And by my shoes and by my feet and by my soul and wonder, I am the tracks we've laid above, I am the tunnel running under. Thanks for coming to Sunday Songs. I'll see you next week. Peace.